Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
10 yards there, good enough for the Jags first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Robinson with another carry.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Now Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
On second and 9, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, stand up. Pick it up. Hey, pick up.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence checks this one down to Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Lawrence going to throw again. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Again, it's Robinson.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Butker's kick here is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And Graham on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jimmy Graham with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jimmy Graham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Taken at the goal line.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, exit.
From midfield now, Lawrence throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The connection made. It's Graham.
Finding room at midfield.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And to throw again is Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Throwing on second and long.
Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Throwing on second and long.
Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run again here with Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Hey, stand off.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production means they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well